Alright, welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing defensive kick-in. So how we need to set up when we have a kick-in that we give away to the opponent. Because they're going to try and do the same type of thing we do where they try and get a shot in normally. So we need to be on our toes and ready to go. So I'm going to walk you through how we want to do this. So here's the scenario. The ball comes wide. They're going to get the kick-in. Okay, so they're going to set their team up, maybe identical to how we want to do this. Okay, now what's really important is that we have everybody behind the ball, just like this. They need to be behind the ball. Very, very important, especially at the older ages. This is done so there's no spaces to exploit centrally right here, right? They have to either play back, try and hit the long one across, or long one over. And teams will try and do this. It will be very, very difficult for them to score these. Okay? So this is why you need everybody behind the ball to cut these spaces. These two players just need to be mindful of where they are. If they're mindful, we'll be more successful. Now, there will be situations where flukes happen and a player lifts an absolutely perfect ball to somebody. 9 times out of 10, though, it will not happen. So, as long as the fix can stay in front of the opposition pivot, we're in good shape. Because since the futsal ball is heavier, it's much harder to get the ball in the air to somebody. They're going to have to lift. And it's very difficult to do that, especially at younger ages, to get a good lift to somebody. Okay? So you're going to see what happens now that we have this shape. So we're set up and we're ready to play. Ball comes short. They get it in, and we go. So if they decide to do this, you have to try and get out the block. Now, it won't always happen, but you need to try and get out the block with the two players. Okay, now we'll reset it again. So that would be one option that they might play because we're set up like this. The other option is they're just going to pass it back and then play from here. When they make that pass, you want to try and jump. If not, we just keep our shape and we just rotate. Right, defensively slide over and we deal with the scenarios, especially in the 1v1 areas. Okay, so let me run you through this with speed until you can see. So again, they're going to get the corner kick. The ball goes out of bounds. Everybody drops behind the ball. So here's the ball line, right? Everybody's behind it to cut these spaces for them to try and exploit. They play it back. They get their shot in. We make the save, okay? Option 2 would be that they play it, they keep possession, and they just play out, and they try and swing it. Now, you will see teams, let me bring it back to the start, right? You will see teams try and do this, right? They may have the player come really short, and instead of shoot, play from here, and play 2v2. Teams will do this. So you need to be able to adjust, but they will try and get those shots early on. Okay? So we need to be ready to go defensively, set up, behind the ball, on our toes, and ready to react to any situation. Okay, let me play it through one more time for you. Right? And you want to be able to react immediately. Very important that we react and get into our positions to defend. Okay? So again, same thing. Be mindful of the players. Now, I do want to show you something because this is really important because this will happen. When they get a ball, oops, let me go back one more frame. So, teams will do this. They'll get their pivot to get in front of our fix. Okay, when this happens, our fix needs to try and get in front of the pivot. The reason why is that they're able to play the ball into their pivot and he can hold it. They can have runners come right into this scenario or underneath to get shots. It could be from the fix, a winger, or a winger. The fix could pass it in. Winger comes running, lay off, and bang, shot. So critically important that if the ball comes into a scenario like this, our fix jumps in front of this player. In fact, this is how, when I was up with the national team, we had lost to Canada in the World Cup qualifier. Last second, because they had a ball just like this. They got a ball into their pivot. Because our fix didn't jump in front and stay in front of him. He pinned our pivot, our fix. The guy came running, layoff shot. 30 seconds left, and we lost the game 3-2 due to that. Game over. So you need to try and get in front of that player, okay, as the fix. And just like that, out of bounds. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Hope you've enjoyed this. See you in the next video.